Has this ever happened to you? Yesterday, English felt okay. You understood a video, you spoke a few sentences, things came out. Not perfect, but okay. Then today, the same things feel harder. Words are slower, sentences feel clumsy. You listen to something easy and still feel lost. You think, what happened? Did I forget everything? Am I going backward? I want to tell you something important today. You are not going backward, but something real is happening, and understanding it will change how you feel about these difficult days completely. My name is Emma, and this is Train Your English Brain. I want to tell you about a student named Leo. Leo had been learning English for about a year. Some weeks felt great. His listening was sharper, his speaking felt easier. He felt like he was moving forward. Then one Tuesday, everything felt wrong. He tried to listen to a podcast he had understood easily the week before. This time, it felt fast and confusing. He tried to speak a simple sentence and stopped halfway through. He couldn't find the word he needed, a word he had used easily just days before. Leo called me that evening. He sounded tired and a little sad. He said, "Emma, I think I am losing my English. I think something is going wrong." I listened to him carefully, and then I told him something that surprised him. I said, "Leo, I think today might actually be a sign of progress." He didn't believe me at first. Here is what I explained to Leo. Learning any skill, not just English, does not move in a straight line upward. It moves in a kind of wave. Some days feel high, some days feel low, and the low days are not separate from progress. They are actually part of it. Here is why. When your brain is learning something new, it goes through different stages. First, it takes in new information. Then it needs time to organize that information, connect it to things you already know, and move it into deeper storage. During this organizing stage, things can temporarily feel less clear. Your brain is busy doing important internal work that you cannot see or feel directly. The progress is happening underneath, in places you cannot observe or feel. Think of it like cleaning a room. When you first start cleaning, the room often looks messier than before. Things come out of drawers, boxes move to the middle of the floor. For a while, it looks worse, but you aren't making the room dirtier, you're reorganizing it. And when the work is finished, the room is cleaner and better ordered than it was before you started. Your brain does exactly this with English. There's actually a name for this in learning science. Some researchers call it a consolidation dip. It's a temporary period where performance feels lower because your brain is actively reorganizing what it recently learned. Consolidation dips happen most often after a period of real learning, after a week where you absorbed a lot of new English, after a lesson where something genuinely clicked, after a conversation that pushed you to use words and structures you had never used before. The dip is not the opposite of progress, it's a side effect of progress. It happens because real learning occurred, not because it didn't. This means something important. The days when your English feels worst are often the days that follow your best learning. The low feeling is not a warning sign. It's a sign that something real happened recently, and your brain is now quietly finishing the work it has already started. Leo felt a little better when I explained this, but he asked me a fair question. He said, "Okay, but how do I know the difference between a consolidation dip and actually going backward? How do I know I'm not actually losing my English?" This is a good question, and the honest answer is that real backward movement in English, truly losing skill you already had, is very rare. It requires very long periods of absolutely no contact with the language at all, weeks or months of complete absence. A bad day or even a bad week is almost never this. It's almost always a consolidation dip, temporary, normal, and actually healthy. The way to check is simple. Don't compare today to yesterday. Compare this month to 3 months ago. Compare this year to last year. The short view will always show you waves. The long view will almost always show you clear, real progress, even when individual days felt terrible. So what should you actually do on a bad English day? The first thing is to keep going, but gently. Don't push yourself to do your most difficult practice on a day when everything feels hard. Choose something comfortable and familiar, something you mostly already know, an old episode you've heard before, a simple conversation topic you feel safe with. You're not giving up. You're giving your brain permission to finish the internal work it has already started. The second thing is to notice the bad feeling without believing everything it tells you. The feeling says you are going backward, but the feeling is not accurate. It's simply a temporary signal from a brain that's busy reorganizing, not a true report of your actual English level. The third thing is to write down how you feel. Just 1 or 2 sentences. Today, English felt hard. I couldn't find words easily. Then put a date next to it. A month from now, go back and read it. Almost always, when you read a note from a bad English day written a month before, you'll think, I remember feeling that, but I definitely know more English now than I did then. The note becomes evidence, quiet proof that the dip was real but temporary, and that progress continued anyway, even through the days that felt like nothing was moving at all. Leo kept a note from that Tuesday evening. He sent it to me 4 months later with a short message. He said, Emma, I found this. I remember feeling this way. I can't believe I was worried. My English is so much better now than it was that night. He had kept going through the dip, gently, without panic, without quitting, and the room that looked messy in the middle of the cleaning turned out to be cleaner and better ordered than it had ever been before. Your bad English days are not evidence of failure. They are evidence of a brain that is working hard on something it genuinely cares about. Keep going. The low days are part of the journey, not a sign that the journey is ending. My name is Emma. I'll see you in the next episode.